It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show.
Good morning. It's Thursday, July the 14th, 2022. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Rectenwell. This is David Stroud.
Well, good morning, sir.
How are you?
Good, but I can't hear anything through my earphones. Scooter, I need help. Oh, yeah.
Try that. Try that now.
How are you?
Not too bad. How's things been?
Very good.
Very
I just got back from a 3-day trip to Fort Worth, Texas for some RVR training.
Oh.
Learning how to sell.
Learning how to sell.
I guess.
Is there a magic button that can increase the gas mileage and lower the gas prices somewhere?
Well, it was lower. It was lower down there. $3.99 a gallon is what I seen. I mean,
yeah, it's still not low.
Lower. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is. We got a rental car though. We didn't have to pay for the gas. Had a corporate credit card and
Let it rip.
that's that's right.
Did y'all drive or fly?
Drove. We got a Dodge Charger GT. It's a little six-banger, but
Just think, a couple years from now, we might have commercial airline back into Baxter County, and we'll be able
That's
to
right.
fly back and forth to Dallas in just a whim.
that would have been nice. Because on the way down there, Quentin kept missing his turn, right, and taking us the long way down. And we left in the morning and didn't get there till 11:30 at night, when it should have taken us
From
about
here?
8 hours. Yeah, we left
To Fort Worth?
Yeah, we left. What time was it?
Oh my goodness.
10, I think. Yeah, something like that. And I mean,
Did you
we
stop
weren't
for a
in
3-hour lunch somewhere?
We did stop for an hour lunch. We stopped at Hammond Trees in Fayetteville. Have you been there? They make like exotic grilled cheese sandwiches. I'm still not hearing anything out of these.
We better pray about it.
Yeah, we better. And we pull up there. There we go.
We're going to take a moment for a word of prayer, brought to you by Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas. With all our respect is how they do business, and that's how they will treat you. And now the morning prayer. Father God, we just thank you for the day that you've given us. Thank you for all the blessings that you bestow upon each one of us. And Lord, even though it's hot and humid and sticky outside, it's still a blessing to live here in the great United States. Lord, we just pray that you give travel mercies to everyone that's here visiting and headed home, and all those that are here home that are headed out to travel and wrap up their final vacations. Lord, we just pray a special blessing on Scooter and his family as they head to Fargo for the National Wrestling Tournament with their son, Austin. And we just pray that he comes back happy and safe with the outcome of the wrestling tournament that he's going to. And we just give all praise and honor and glory to Jesus Christ, in which we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas, 29 locations to serve you in the state of Arkansas, one in Memphis, Tennessee. And if you don't know where they're located, just take a trip up Highway 5 North. Look for the biggest American flag you've seen in a long time. Pull in their parking lot and go visit them. Go see them about pre-planning and all that good stuff. They'll be glad to help you. Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. And now we're going to have a quick word from the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV.
I love that commercial.
It's not bad.
I know, right?
Is that the way you do your RV, folks?
No.
No?
No. No.
You ever bought an RV before? Nope. All right, well, congratulations. See you after the finance guy gets done with you.
Here's your keys.
Yeah. See you after when the finance guy gets done with you.
I don't know how to use any of it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You'll get it.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. It'll all come out in the wash.
That's right.
Just look for low-lying bridges.
That's right.
Crazy. We have a shot of what we call God's Country, brought to us by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team of Century 21 Lee Mack Realty, and let's take a look at it. And
That's right.
now we're going to take a look at the weather and the temperatures. Brought to you by the Z Team. Mountain Home 69, Harrison 68, Batesville is 70, Yellville is 69, Marshall is 68, Salem is 66, Mountain View, Arkansas 68, Calico Rock 69, West Plains, Missouri is 66, Springfield, Missouri is 70, Poplar Bluff is 65, and St. Louis, Missouri is 65 as well. Take a look at the radar. We're paying it all the way out. Get a whole view of the whole USMA. And fairly clear. Got a little rain shower somewhere in the southeast corner of Nebraska. And Scooter will be going that way because he's headed to Omaha today.
Yes, sir.
And
Time for some wrestling.
it'll be some fun travels. Got some rain up in Canada. Nothing that's going to affect us anytime soon, I can tell you that.
Then we're going to be all right, aren't we?
They have gotten rid of the heat advisories for the state of Arkansas, so that's good, unless they haven't updated it. Arkansas looks relatively clear unless you get around Memphis, Tennessee. It looks like there's a little bit of an excessive heat warning over there. Texas has still got the heat advisory down through the center of it. Some in Oklahoma, some up into Kansas, some into North Dakota. You know, Scooter thinks he's going to go where it's cool, but it's probably not going to be all that cool.
I know, right?
We like it. Why should we have to suffer and not him? Weather today is sunny and 95. Tonight, low of 68. Tomorrow, high of 96. Low tomorrow night, 72. Saturday, 97. Mostly cloudy on Saturday night with a low of 74. Sunday, you might have to break out a sweater. It's going to be down to 89 with a slight chance of showers Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Chance of thunderstorms on Sunday night, low of 71. Monday, slight chance of thunderstorms, high of 94. Sunday night, down to 71. Monday, 20% chance of rain, sunny, high near 94. Monday night, 74. And then Tuesday, we're back in the heat, sunny and hot, high near 100. And Wednesday, sunny and hot, high near 100. The pollen, here we go. Tree pollen, low today, none tomorrow, none on Saturday. Tomorrow that will change. It'll be high, high, high. Grass pollen is moderate today, high tomorrow, high on Saturday. Ragweed, low today, low tomorrow. And, ragweed, low today, none tomorrow, and none on Saturday. I don't no more believe any of that than the man on the moon.
No.
Check out our lake levels. Lake Norfolk, 563.85, which is 11.85 feet above full pool of 552. And they are generating 1 at this moment. Bull Shoals is 675.39, which is 16.39 above full pool of 659, and they are currently generating 8. If you'd like to check those lake levels and generation report on your own, 870-431-5311 is the number. Give them a call. It's a recorded message, usually picks up right away, and they usually keep that thing pretty updated. Unless it's a holiday, they'll slack off a little bit, but generally they keep it up to date. And that number again is 870-431-5311. And that's the weather and all the updates brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora, 870-405-0793. Realtors you would recommend to a friend. Give them a call if you want to check out anything in this area. Southern Missouri, all north central Arkansas. Bob and Linda Zadora are your people to go. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. We'll be back in just a moment.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Let's take a look and see what's going on around the area. There's not a whole lot of community events happening right now because it's just too hot.
I know, right? Yeah.
Just too hot. The Yellville Summit School Board has a meeting scheduled for tonight at 5:30. They're going to be deciding on how to building fund transfer, some electronic fund transfers, a lease agreement with the city park, school insurance, some of that beginning of the school year stuff that they got to take care of. There's a boil water order down in Briarcliff that's going to affect the residents of the Briarcliff area. 4 boil water orders were issued on Wednesday, including the city of Briarcliff. The entire Briarcliff waterworks system is under a boil water order, being caused by a main water break, a main line for their water system over there. So if you live down in Briarcliff, make sure that you boil your water before you drink it, and I would probably suggest you do it before you cook with it if you're using it in
Most
something.
definitely,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? A little bit different there.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see what
It doesn't
else
have
we
anything to do with, like, if you take a shower.
got.
No?
No.
Just if you're going to consume
Just
it.
if you're going to consume it, yeah.
Cool.
Sure enough. Marion County jurors do not have to report this week. They will have to report in August at this time. The Twin Lakes Retired Police Scholarship Fund is having a drawing. First place for that drawing is a 2-day houseboat rental courtesy of Bull Shoals Lake Boat Dock. The second prize will be a $300 auto or boat detail by A+ Auto and Marine Detailing. And the third prize they'll be giving away is America the Beautiful 5-ounce uncirculated coin. And you can get a hold of Bob Zadora. The only number I ever know about for Bob is Linda, so she can pass the number on
That's exactly right.
to Bob, and that number is 870-405-0793. Give them a call if you want to buy a ticket. A ticket is $5, 5 tickets for $20. That drawing is going to be tomorrow at lunchtime at the Arena Sports Grill, and if it's not too late for you to get some tickets for that. So give Bob Zadora a call, 870-405-0793. One thing about the Z team is they're very active in the community.
Oh, most definitely.
It's real nice to know that they're out there and that you can call them and say, hey, I need some help with this or that. And if they can't do it, they'll at least get you the right direction and
That's
get
right.
you some help with it. That's the news and a few updates for you for what's going on around town. We're going to have Dr. Jake Long with us from Mountain Home Public Schools. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. This morning our guest is Dr. Jake Long, Superintendent of Schools, Mountain Home Public Schools. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Thank you for
Haven't
having me.
seen you in a while.
I know. I don't know if I've been missing you or you've been missing me.
I missed you here the last couple of times, and a few meetings that you've had I hadn't been able to attend. So
yeah, we got to have the other Bob on here. He drugged me through it. So, but no, he did a good job. I really appreciate always the opportunities to come and talk about our schools. Of course, you know, we are here in the actually the latter part of the summer months. And June and July have been, just seem like it's been a rat race up to this point. Of course, everyone's preparing for, we do have a special millage, on August 9th. And so, making sure that we're doing everything we can do to talk facts with the community and make sure that everybody can be as formed as they possibly can whenever they go to the polls. But our students have also been very active. I have to say we had 19 students that made a trip to Chicago, Illinois, and they competed in national FBLA competitions.
And we got all 19 back.
And we got all 19 back, surprisingly. But no, Miss Sherry Smith, I tell you what, she just poured so much into those kids. And so many of our community members helped, prepare them. But they turned out really well. We had Emmanuel Westra, and that may be a familiar name to some of them. Mm-hmm. Emmanuel's the one who cracked the code on the 6A scheduling debacle.
Right.
And so he created basically a algorithm and formula within a computer program to spit out a schedule that worked for all of those. But Emmanuel actually finished 6th, in the country, in the nation, with as a business marketing, business plan, competition. And then our parliamentary procedure team, they finished, I believe it was ninth in the country. And so it was so much fun watching those kids and getting those updates from Sherry and seeing all the things that they did, because they really did. They prepared very hard for those things, and it's great to see our kids get to have that kind of recognition on a state level.
On a national level.
Oh, I'm sorry, national level, yeah.
You know, a lot of people sit at home and think, oh, you know, the school just does school, and, you know, why do we need this? Why do we need that? They always want more. They always want more. Well, the little old school of Mountain Home is producing nationally ranked, nationally recognized students. There's a lot going on in that school that people don't know about.
Oh, yeah. And the extracurriculars that we do offer, and when I say extracurriculars, I'm not talking about baseball, basketball.
Yeah, it's not all sports.
That's right. I'm talking about, you know, like these student organizations, the FBLA. It really has taken off this year as far as our kids competing. And you know, Josh Baker, there's over 150 kids that are in our FFA program, and the work that they pour into the kids, the work that they've done already this summer, you know, and taking the kids to leadership and taking them to all the different places, you know, that's what I feel like makes Mountain Home Public Schools special. ROTC, you know, they're working through all the student organizations. So
yeah, classroom work may be over, but the school is not.
That's right.
I mean, especially for the teachers and the instructors. But those kids that belong to those different organizations, they go year-round.
Yeah,
it's a year-round thing for them.
And Emmanuel, he was 6th in the nation in business calculations.
Business
calculations. So, you know, just figure that, you know, the kids really represented Mountain Home well. Sherry was talking to us about, you know, they spent like almost 10 days with each other. So, you know, they got on a charter bus, you know, with other schools from Arkansas, and they traveled to Chicago and spent 10 days with each other and just represented Mountain Home, you know, as class acts. And so I'm proud of them. I wanted to make mention of them because that was a big part of the summer. You know, also we have a variety of trips that are taking place. And they happen on a you know, semi-annual basis, but our foreign language kids, they get the opportunity, you know, the French club gets to go to Quebec, you know, our Spanish club, they get to head to, you know, Central America, and you know, so it's just a great opportunity. That's one thing that people don't necessarily understand, is that, you know, all of these program of studies that we have that are related to our pathways, and I've been on here and talked about our pathways before, and our pathways our pathways are embedded into our academies, and all of these programs of study are not state required things. Those are things that we have chosen, you know, here to support our community and our local industry. Tennille Rawls, she was at the Arkansas Department of Career and Technical Education conference this past week, and she presented on all the things that we're doing for medical interns. And so we have actually partnered with Harvard Medical to utilize some of their curriculum and some of their medical internship learning processes for our kids here. And so Miss Alicia Chinskowski, she kind of paved the way for that program, but our medical science program has really taken off. We added a new teacher this year, Miss Jennifer Holmes. Jennifer's going to be teaching the foundations of healthcare at the junior high level, and so we're offering, you know, those career exploration, career experience courses all the way, you know, down to really the 7th grade, and Tyler Lewis is doing that through the Acme. But so, you know, all those things are in addition to, the core curricular requirements. They are not things that we would have to do, but they're things that we feel are so critically important in creating a learning model that is not just, academic. It is industry focused, it is career focused, and we feel like that's as important as all the academic things that go into education.
Because let's face it, not every student that goes through high school wants to go to college.
That's right.
They want to get in the workforce. They want to start making the dollar.
They don't, but also what these programs do is it allows the students to focus in on where they want to go to college and what they want to do in college, and not have so
I'm
much
going to
flux.
I'm going to take 2 years here and think about what I want to do.
That's right.
Well, it's geared now to where they'll have a great idea what they want to do when they finish.
Because that indecisiveness and not having a plan and not having a focus ultimately results on a financial burden on somebody. They're either taking out more student loans, or they are, or the parents are out more money or the students are out more money. So as much as we can provide that focused effort in teaching and giving the kids the opportunity to explore what they want to do, and then also what they don't want to do and what works well for them, is really where I feel like Mountain Home Public Schools stands apart. And the new high school project has so many of those things embedded into it. And it is meat and bones, classrooms and labs and learning spaces for the kids. We do have a cafeteria and a kitchen, because that part will be demoed in the old facility. But there's very little things there that are not core academic pieces.
It's not a lot of fluff.
That's right, and there's not any fluff. Whenever we get into phase 2, we will have to put back in an auxiliary gym, which will basically just be a square with 4 walls and a big space for enough to be an auxiliary gym.
But the difference between that auxiliary gym and the one we have now, safety.
That's right. So and you can come out tonight. I'll be hosting another walk-in from 5 to 6, giving tours, and anybody from the public that wants to come and visit and see exactly what the plans are, and then actually see it firsthand of what the issues are. I'll be at the high school cafeteria starting at 5 o'clock, and I'll stay till everybody's ready to leave. So I'll be...
Go ahead.
I'll be doing that every Thursday night from now until the August 9th election. But no, those student programming, those specialized student programming spaces that will come about in phase 2, that auxiliary gym, that space for wrestling. Wrestling has no space right now. And so even though, and that's 50, 60, 70 kids.
And growing.
That are taking part of a school activity that we have no space for them. They're just they're doing the best they can, and not only is it a student program, it's a highly successful. I mean, we're as successful as anybody in the state in that area.
Let's talk about that some more when we come back. We're going to take a quick break. Dr. Jake Long, Superintendent of Mountain Home Public Schools, will be back in a moment. You're watching XL7-TV, The Morning Show.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
At Serendipity Bliss, we love turning your day into a once-in-a-lifetime memory by offering unique, beautiful, and specialized event and wedding rentals that can transform any atmosphere into something you will never forget. Whether it's your dream wedding, a golden anniversary, sweet 16 party, or a company event, we can make any event blissfully perfect. Serendipity Bliss carries unique specialty gifts and bridal jewelry and helps coordinate decor, table items, theme-related pieces, and more. Make your day blissfully perfect with Serendipity Bliss, located behind Car Care Mountain Home.
Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer's been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We apologize for the extra long commercial break. We had a little technical difficulty we had to work through. Dr. Jake Long, Superintendent of Mountain Home Public Schools, is our guest this morning. We're talking about A+ for education and other things.
Yeah. And I was talking about how busy July is, and there's already some back-to-school-ish type activities that will start up even next week. So next Tuesday, the 19th, our parent-teacher organization will be hosting an event starting at 5:30, and that event is really just to rally up parents to become and to be thinking about the start of school. I think we're going to be having hot dogs as well. It'll be at the high school cafeteria starting at 5:30. And it's, the parents' involvement in their child's education is so critical. And we have a great group of people that have worked very hard in creating a structure for parents to become involved within their child's education at each of our campuses. And so the PTO has been established, and they really do create an avenue for parent voice into what happenings on the functioning of a school. For example, one of the things, one of the issues that came up a couple years ago was the frustrations that parents get or might have regarding their student letters, so student placement letters. So the way that works, letters are sent out into sent out to the home, telling parents, hey, Johnny will be in Miss Susie's class, and so one of the things that was happening within the home is kindergarten was sending out this letter on this date. And then the Hackler, we weren't sending them out to a later date. And so there was creating this, stress, anxiety within the home of what was going on. So, PTO brought that issue forward and they said, hey, is there anything we can do there? Absolutely it is. And so just understanding some of those issues and some of those things and some of those frustrations or those opportunities for improvement within the, from a parent perspective, that's all it was. So it creates that dialogue, creates that open lines of communication between parents, between myself, between the principals at each of our schools, and allows for us to make it a better experience for our families. So that's just one example of how PTO can be involved and how parents can get in there. They also, put in unlimited number of volunteer hours at each of our schools. So if parents, they want to be at their schools and they want to see their kid walking up the hallway and they want to help, this is a great way for them to do it. And so this will be a kickoff meeting for the 2022-23 school year next Tuesday night, July 19th at 5:30 at the high school cafeteria. We'll also be going through the facility issue there as well. So I'm going to make sure that all parents get that information. So actually next week, the community has 2 opportunities to come and hear about the project. So the PTO on Tuesday night, and then my walk-ins on Thursday night. Actually, there's 3 opportunities because next Wednesday I'm actually hosting an entire day of Walk-In Wednesday. So you have Tuesday night, Wednesday all day, and then Thursday. And so, there's ample opportunities for folks to kind of learn about the project.
I'd like to say just a little bit about that because, all of our kids are married and gone and don't live here, but I have grandchildren that are going to be attending Mountain Home Public Schools. If you're a homeowner in the Mountain Home School District and you don't have school-age children in your home, you need to still be involved and active in this because someday you may want to sell your home.
That's right.
And if we don't have a good facility for people to raise their children in, they're not going to move here. They're not going to buy your home.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point.
It's a little bit of money. It's going to add to your millage. The millage increase is going to increase your property tax some. But the return, the dividends that it will pay off and the opportunities, because somebody's going to have to buy that home.
That's right.
And if we don't have good schools, no jobs, we're just going to dry and die.
What do families usually do before they move to an area? They find out about the school district.
Right. Sure, they're going to go check it out.
And it's not just families. Ron Peterson and Barney Larry over at Baxter Regional, they've been very, helpful with this and very supportive of this. And one of the things that they, have communicated to me is that whenever they're recruiting physicians into the area, mm-hmm. because we all want good local health care. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's a cornerstone of this community is strong health care. And whenever they're recruiting physicians, because you can't have strong healthcare without, physicians, nurses, and healthcare professionals, but when they're recruiting those, they want to know about the schools. And part of the reason why they want to know about the schools is because, if they're in other parts of the country, some of the options that some of those people, whether it's the healthcare professionals, are having to choose are private options. Because they don't have a public school system like what exists here in Mountain Home, and really I'll say our entire region, because we have great rural schools in this entire region. And so that's definitely a drawing point, a selling point, whenever even recruiting, professionals, healthcare professionals, physicians into the area. So you make a great point there, Bob. It does equate to approximately $45 per 100,000 real evaluation, not assessed valuation, $45 per 100,000 real valuation that you have. So have a $100,000 house, it's a $45 increase. $200,000 house, it's a $90 increase. And so that's kind of an easy way, an approximate easy way for the community to know how much is this going to cost us.
Yeah, and people need to also understand that that's not $90 on a $200,000 home, $90 a month. That's $90 a year.
Yeah, that's a year. So that's a year. So you can break that out on a monthly basis and see what that, because most of our property taxes are built into our escrows, and so it's built into our mortgages, and so we may not know exactly how much of that is coming out, because we might not go to the courthouse, and just walk up and pay that bill, because a lot of time those mortgages are built into our escrows. So,
and if you're coming from the north, that's a small price to pay.
That's right. And
I have a friend that pays $1,100 a month in property tax.
Yeah. So it's definitely, and there's some comparisons, and there's some comparisons out there. The A+ for Education Committee did go live with a Facebook page this week, and so I think they also went live with a website. I don't have, it's the Facebook is A+ for Education, at A+, spelled out Plus, for Education. And then there's the website is also www.aplusforeducation.com, and so that information is out there. The biggest thing I want our community to be is to be informed. And I mentioned next week, of course, tonight, 5 o'clock, high school gymnasium. Next Tuesday night, PTO is going to be putting on an event at 5:30. Walk-in Wednesday, next Wednesday, all day long. High school cafeteria, once again, I'll be posted up there. And then next Thursday night as well. So there's several opportunities there for folks to become involved. If you start looking at our back-to-school dates, August 16th is open house. And so teachers will be contacting students in our grades K through 5. One of the things that have come from our COVID experience is our teachers really like to have that scheduled, individual, personalized time with each of our families. So they're going to set up windows and times for the kids, the parents, and the teacher to come in and meet as part of the open houses. Now, Pinkston through junior high school will still be your traditional, walk in, and part of the reason for that is because, those schools, the kids have multiple teachers. So it's really impossible for, if I have 8 classes, for me to schedule a window for each of those. So we'll still have the walk-in kind of community type event for open houses, and that will take place on August 16th.
Let's go through some more dates when we come back from our next commercial break. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll be back in just a moment.
Of the Ozarks. It's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Welcome back to the morning show. Dr. Jake Long, Mountain Home Public School Superintendent, is with us, and we're talking A+ for education, the request for the millage increase that's coming up on August the 9th.
That's right. So for that, early voting does begin on August the 2nd. So early voting runs from August 2nd to August the 8th, then the election day being August 9th. And, following the election, school's going to start up no matter what, just like normal. So we do have open house on August 16th. First day of school is August 22nd. So school does start on a Monday. Part of the reason for that is because of the pushing back of the start date that kind of went through the legislature. Prior to the August 22nd start date, we do have Bomberfest happening on August 19th. It's also happening on the same night as our benefit game. Mm-hmm. So that benefit game is with Jonesboro. And that's going to be a little bit different because people's going to get a real dose of football, against the opposing opponent, as opposed to, just a scrimmage or a practice or whatever, happens at that. So that'll be happening on August 19th, and then it'll kick off a great start of school that following Monday. I believe we have wanted to take a minute or two to run through some of the information that's being put out there by the A+ for Education committee, and just make sure everybody has clear facts on what the project is. So do you have that where you can pull it up?
There you go.
So of course, if you haven't seen the Y, as you would scroll down there, the original 1966 campus was encapsulated 30 years ago by a metal tent-like structure. And so you can see a picture on your screen right now, just to the right of the Y, the word Y, and you can see what that metal structure looks like. It's funny, I was talking to the Kiwanis Club yesterday about this project, and several of them were graduates, and of course they all remember the courtyard, and of course they were talking about it wasn't Smokers Hill, was it Nicotine Ravine or Nicotine?
Yeah, because it's kind of down in the valley.
So anyway, they were talking about the courtyard and how that used to flood and all that area. So you can actually, if you come out tonight or any time next week or any of the Thursdays between now and election, you can come and I'll show you that original campus, because we'll go on a tour and I'll take you up to, it's hard, I don't really want to call it an attic space, but the space above the original campus, and you can see what that original 66 campus looks like, because it is still there just like it was prior to 1989.
And I'll just vouch for that, because when I was in school there, I graduated in 1978. So all my high school years were spent in that building. Not only was it have an open courtyard, but all the lockers were open air.
That's right.
So it's come a long way, but it's old.
Yeah, it has. And the thing that makes this different, because we do have older facilities, at school. We have a part of Pinkston that is actually, an outdated portion, a portion of Guy Berry. Those are older facilities, but the difference between those is they are still being utilized the way that they were built and designed to.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference between what we're dealing with here. This space is being utilized in way different areas, way different means that it was ever designed or constructed to be used, because we've adapted, we've modified, we've done different things with that. And so I feel like that is a very important piece that people understand. It's not just the fact that it's, a 60-year-old facility. It's the fact that it is a 60-year-old facility being utilized in ways in which it was never intended to be used.
With a lot of wasted space.
That's right, with a ton of wasted space. We were talking to some folks at North Arkansas Electric yesterday about doing an energy audit on it, and
did they laugh at you?
No, they said that they could help us with that, because the energy that's being utilized to this, I mean, you can see the picture there, and by the way, if we go up there tonight, it'll be probably 125 degrees, in the top of that thing. And so, of course, there's very little insulation between, that space. You can see the insulation on the picture there. That's just laid in layers of insulation that is actually on top of the drop ceiling. So the energy alone that is being wasted within this, because it's just put together. You also have some pictures there of how we access our plumbing issues. So we've actually had to tunnel in underneath that facility, and we can't fill it in because the number of frequencies between having to jackhammer it out or dig it out are so frequent. So the space has we've done the best we could, and it's been utilized to we've got our good out of it. Even the metal roof structure, that was a pre-engineered metal structure, and it's over 30 years old. And that's one thing people don't really realize is the new gym that we call is a 30-year-old new gym. Right. Of course, the new gym will stay in functioning the way it is. So the break in that will actually occur just on the other side of the new gym there. So that's where phase 2 will actually attach to it. So if you want to continue to scroll down. And how much time do we have, guys?
About 5 minutes.
Okay. So that is the existing floor plan. So some people might ask, why are you putting, if that's the issue, why are you building, the images that people see are sitting right there in the middle of that campus? Well, there's over 40 learning spaces underneath that metal tent-like structure. Plus there's a cafeteria and a kitchen. So we know that we cannot do without 40 spaces, a cafeteria and a kitchen for an extended period of time. So we have to build back those spaces, and the easiest place for us to displace students is in the center hub of that campus. So we're going to build back approximately 40 new learning spaces, a cafeteria, a kitchen, a library, administrative offices, all in the center, and then that will complete basically phase 1. It's about 85,000 square feet. And then we will move over to the demolition of phase 2 of the metal tent-like structure and everything that exists underneath that. And And so that structure is labeled here on this high school, and so that we'll demo that, and then we'll reattach, phase 2. So you can continue to scroll through there, and I want to pause here for just a second as well. So this is kind of a Wordle document, and basically we asked our kids what do they want, and if they got to design a new learning space for them. We asked our teachers, if you got to design a new learning space with you, what would that look like? And the big words are the things that came out the most. So, and truthfully, natural light was the one thing that continued to jump out. And so that's no different than us. I mean, we want a space that allows us to have windows and to house us to have natural light coming in. And so the kids, identified that. They like the outdoor connections, commons area, some outdoor seating, and so folks may wonder why they see this facility and it doesn't look like maybe some of our other traditional schools. Well, and they may even question the windows. That's one of the things that we've had to answer for is why are there so many windows in this, and does that not jeopardize the safety? Well, we worked closely with our SROs, and of course, we have 7 SROs within our campus, within our campuses. All are Mountain Home City Police Officer commissioned officers and trained SROs, and they don't see that as being a safety option because they need to have transparency between what's going on in the school and what's who could possibly be coming in. And we're working with I think that it sends a strong message of a transparent area. I was talking with Tad Rogers yesterday, and they had done some work even through the church that how do you make our facilities more inviting to people? And that was one of the things that they had talked about even as a church is all the window structures. So that is a concept that we have built in this. The safety and security of this new campus will be far and above what we do have because everything will be electronic access. And it will take the number of exterior accesses, which is currently 31, and we'll be able to drastically reduce those reduce those. So all this information are things that I'll be going over both tonight, next week, 5:30 on Tuesday, walk-in Wednesday at the high school cafeteria, and then again next Thursday night. So if you have any questions, come visit with us. We can talk through the finances of it. We can talk through the design of it. We can talk through, the why of it, and just want to make sure everybody is informed as they possibly can.
Is there a number somebody can call if they're homebound, they can't get out?
870-425-1201. Give me a call. Ask for me. I will call you back if I'm not in the office at the time in which you call. But give me a call. I'll talk it through with you as well. So.
Well, we plan on having someone else from the A Plus for Education on our program on the 27th, which is be a Wednesday, a week from this coming Wednesday. We want to make sure that people are well informed and well educated on what's going on, and they need to understand the true need for this.
That's right, and that's the word that I really appreciate you using, Bob. It is a need; it's not a want, and the need is not going to go away. I mean, this area has to be addressed.
Right, needs to happen. Needs to happen
that's
soon.
Right.
We appreciate your time joining us this morning.
Thanks
for watching the morning show on XL7-TV. See you tomorrow.